Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some more information that has been leaked regarding Eternatus and Eternamax, its signature move, and its adventure effect. It looks like what I was predicting is going to seemingly come true. We'll have to see. I'll let you determine that. We'll go over more of that here in just a second, as well as going over my completion of the golden bottle cap in my Zygarde. I was able to complete all of that recently. I was kind of taking my time for the last bit here, but we're going to go over those IVs. Obviously it's a 100, and talk about why I actually invested in it, and so you can know a little bit further as to why I did make this decision. But with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on for the data mine information here from the Pokemon group. Let's hop right into this. If you do enjoy these types of videos, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Now let's go ahead and get into this here. So the stats for the Dynamax cannon have been added to the game, all subject to change. In PvP, power is going to be 115, energy 100, duration, we'll leave those be because again, this is not set in stone here. Don't want to get too crazy about it. PvP is going to be doing 80 and it's going to cost 45 energy. Much like Behemoth Blade with their signature moves and all that, you're not going to be able to trade it. And actually, there's a little bit more information. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to trade it. You can't transfer it. You can't bring it to home. You can't do anything. I do believe we're going to see that. The moves for Eternatus have been updated. It loses Cross Poison and gains Sludge Bomb. Let's see what we have here. It now has Dragon Tail and Poison Jab for the quick moves. For the charge moves, it has Sludge Bomb, Dragon Pulse, Flamethrower, and Hyper Beam. Again, you do have to keep into consideration its signature move, which is actually going to make it be put on the map. So, although these moves are not the best in the world, it does have that actual signature move to lean back on. It also cannot be transferred, traded, or sent to Pokemon Home. These changes have been applied to Eternamax form as well. So Eternatus as well as Eternamax can't be touched or moved or anything as of now. Just keep it moving here. All right, so we have some more. This is like some random stuff here, but I'm going to just talk about it anyways. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some sort of a new music here. Summer Concert 2025 music has been added. So yeah, you have that, and then they go on to say some more things on how it's like been more compressed, and it just seems like it's going to sound a little bit better. So we do have that to go with. I don't want to dig too much into that, but it has been a long time coming that we are able to have some more new music. I understand for the most part, most of us don't really play with the music on because if there's one thing I hate the most about this game sometimes, which is my own fault, is when I turn it on, the volume is blaring and it's like bum 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 bum. It's like, good lord, turn the damn crap off, and it's the same music over and over. There we have new music, fantastic. Moving it on. Let's get back into Eternatus here. Some new assets have been added to the game code. An adventure effect banner for Dynamax cannon, and assets indicating that Eternamax encounters in quests. So it looks like you're going to encounter it in a quest. What have we been over? What was I saying? It looks like we're just going to get one of these son of a guns, and it's going to be treated as a very special Pokemon, and that's just the way it goes. Cross your fingers that you get a good stinking IV, because that's the only one you're going to get until they release it several years down the line in a shiny form. Probably throw it into Gigantamax raids at that point, but who knows. But moving it on here, so assets and okay, yeah, new transition name. So all right, yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have a new type of Dynamax raid that is going to revolve around this as well. So if you're thinking, well, we can Dynamax raid it and we're only gonna get one, yes. So it looks like we're gonna maybe have this special encounter with our quest, and then you're gonna be able to, they'll have it in the Gigantamax raids, but you're not gonna be able to typically catch it. Sounds odd, but just hang in here with me. That just might be the case. This is all potential predictions. This is not set in stone, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm here telling you how it's going to be. I'm just putting out some of my predictions like I've done in the future, and gotta say I'm looking pretty good as far as my scores looking here. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and throw this video up. Let's take a look at this. Zygarde is complete. We're done, baby. I just had to raise its attack as well as its HP by 3 stages. They were both at 12. It was at 12, 15, 12. So now we're completely done here. It does show those little dumbbells to indicate that you did hyper train it. I don't care if people want to say, oh, it's a fake 100. I don't care. I don't care. Say it all you want. Leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you really feel down below. All right. Anyways, taking a look at why I invested in this. Taking a look at the top Pokemon for the Master League. If we go down here, Zygarde Complete is going to be ranked 12. It's been pushed down a little bit since we did get these over OP powered Pokemon like Zacian Crown and Zamazenta, but it is still hanging in there, and it is still a top tier Pokemon. What it's not going to be very good up against is the Pokemon that Zacian crowned itself is going to be good up against. And what it's going to be stronger against, did I just say that backwards? What Zygarde's going to be weak against are the things Zacian can cover, and the things that Zacian is weak against, Zygarde can cover. They are some of the best complements to each other. Now let's take a look at what moveset you want to run on this son of a gun here. And it is going to be the time to run those routes right now. Do those routes, get those shiny Basculins, take advantage of the Stardust bonuses so you can just kind of get these dang cells out of the way. I know it's annoying. All right. So we're just looking at a few scenarios here. We're going to actually pick a good moveset. I'm just taking a look to see what we have. I did recently switch it over to Earthquake. I am going to go back to Bulldoze because it is going to be a better option for you. Earthquake does hit harder, but Bulldoze is just a little bit more flexible, as well as having the potential to lower their defense stat, which helps you do more damage at the end of the day, as well as costing a lot less energy too. So I'm just doing these scenarios here. And again, Zygarde is one of the rarest Pokemon in the game. Hardest Pokemon to get, I should say. I won't even call it, it's rare, but it's a matter of fact of just time-consuming, difficultness to actually get to that point. And it's just absorbing all of your damn time to freaking get there, right? So taking a look at Zacian, take a look at what it's weak against. Everything that it's weak against, Zygarde covers completely fine. So it's just like a perfect match made in heaven here. So we're good to go, and this is why I had to go for Zygarde, knowing that Crown Zacian was going to be the top tier Pokemon here at Master League. Master League is my favorite league, Ultra League is too, but I had to go with it. It is getting so much more usability now that it is 100%. It was good before, and the thing about going up against raids, you don't need a 100. When you're in Master League or in PvP in general, typically having those better IVs will make it so you're going to be doing a lot better. You could win them up against them in a CMP situation. Now, taking a look at the moves here, let's go ahead and see what we have going on. So we're at a 58 with Outrage and Bulldoze. That's the highest percentage for a win rate that you can get with Zygarde with the current moves that it does have. So I am going to be rocking with this, and this is what I was going with before. So everybody questioning me, why are you doing that? Because it is the best product to have as far as winning percentages here. All right. Now, and I personally have been out here on the field, and I don't just run numbers like a geek, drinking Mountain Dew and eating my Dorito, Red 40 all day. Just consuming while I just do numbers and act like I'm all high and mighty, right? I actually get there on the damn field and put in the work. So it's actually going to be losing to its own, well, it's a tie to its own self, but that's 13. That's pretty good. And then, of course, it's going to be Primarina, Palkia Origin. And I will tell you, I've beaten Palkia Origin plenty of freaking times with my Zygarde. A lot of these simulations, this is a great way to get a feel as to how the situation is going to work for sure. But I'm going to tell you, being out in the field, actually putting in the work, actually using the Pokemon, having it maxed out, going up against these scenarios is going to actually help you so much better in knowing what is going to work and what is not. And going up against Palkia Origin with my Zygarde, I have won countless battles against that son of a gun. The only way they can win is if I let the Spatial Wren go. Aside from that, it's always going to be a win, especially if I lower their defense with Bulldoze, and that's why I like to run that son of a gun there. So there you have it. Zygarde is one of the best Pokemon to have as far as Master League is concerned, especially if you're using Crown Zacian or Zamazenta to be paired up with it. It is just going to tear it apart. And, you know, I've been blessed. Shundo background Zacian. Unbelievable. Everything's maxed out for max battles. We're good to go. I mean, I can't believe it, all right? I love pairing it up with Kyogre as well. It's a very good combination, but the combinations for those two are endless. But with that said, there you go, folks. I have done it. I completed my max training, used the golden bottle cap. Was it worth the $20 at the end of the day? With all the bonuses that it came with and all the little perks, yeah, it was worth it. Is it kind of a pretty crazy practice for them to throw it in there and kind of force you to buy it? Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Pay to win? Master League is pay to win. Master League is pay to win. You got all these people saying that, but at the same time, they're the ones who've done the most damn raids for all these top tier Pokemon when they come out, but they're screaming Master League is pay to win. I don't get it. Yeah, the whole game is pay to win, jackass. But anyways, with that said, there you go. Eternatus and Eternamax. The adventure effects, what does that even indicate? What are we even talking about? How is that going to work? Well, let's go ahead and just bring this up one more time before I let you go. What I think is going to happen is with Eternamax or Eternatus, the adventure effect is going to attract potential Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon on the map. Are they going to be Gigantamax? They'll probably be their normal sprite, and when you tap on them, they'll change and do their little growing form animation thing. There'll be the Pokemon that are currently Dynamaxable, and for the Pokemon that can Gigantamax, you will have a very rare chance to encounter those on the map. From legendaries to average Pokemon, okay? I don't know if they'll throw in Charizard or Charmander for the Gigantamax, but that'll be the first time for us to get... They can't be Gigantamax at that form. Yeah, no, so it'll just be straight up their last form, right? That's how it works, right? In the main series games, can those little guys... Yeah, they can't Gigantamax. They have no form like that. So it'll be straight up their last final form, their second evolution, or whatever the case may be for whatever Pokemon, or if it's a basic, it could be Lapras, okay? So it'll have a chance to bring up with a Dynamax instant. I think it'll have Gigantamax Pokemon or Dynamax. Gigantamax if you're very lucky. There you go. That's what I think. But with that said, if you can give this a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.